What's up guys, and if you guys are interested in how to play Diana, stay tuned through the whole video as I teach you how to master Diana. Alright guys, these are Diana's runes. I'm gonna get it quick and simple. The healing on her is crazy, and she is a melee champ, so Conquer gives her 15% life still. So basically when you do your combos and stuff with these healing runes and Conquer, you're just going to be healing like crazy and taking like no damage. So your trades are going to be phenomenal. Triumph is really good, especially when you get a good ult and you kill a couple people. You gain so much health back. Alacrity, when you kill people, you gain more attack speed, so that's more damage because of your passive, but we're going to talk about that later. Last Stand. You can go between Last Stand or Coup de Grace. I like to go Last Stand, especially with Diana, because her ult does a wide variety of damage, especially like you don't ever want to really ult on one person, you want to ult on more people, so you want to make sure you really get those kills with that ult. And then last but not least, we're going to go attack speed, adaptive force, and armor, or whatever if you're going against a magic champ, magic resist. Okay guys, I'm gonna talk to you guys about Diana. She is probably one of the strongest AP mid lane champs when it comes to team fights. Her ult can change any game. So if you get a 5-man ult, even if you guys are down 20 kills, there's a chance you guys may come back and win it through you. She is a S+ champ. She can probably carry through almost any game if she gets fed. But here we go. So her passive basically gives you 40% attack speed after using a spell. So if I just Q, my attack speed goes up. So let me see it again. So that's my regular attack speed. I'm a Q, and you see my attack speed increases. So utilize that to the best of your ability. And that also goes with her second passive. So every third strike. So 1, 2, and you see my little scythe is glowing, and basically that's going to do a giant AoE damage right there. So yeah, look at that. Every third strike cleaves nearby enemies for additional 250 plus 254 magic damage. So that's basically doing a whole lot more. So that was 210. Boom, look at that. Look at that giant damage increase. So 696 was that last shot. Okay, so her Q is probably the most, I'll probably say the most important ability she has. Mainly you want to use it for poke, and if you E, it allows you vision, so you can quickly E onto somebody. Okay, her W is one of the most defensive abilities in this game. So whenever someone hops on you, all you gotta do is W, and it's gonna proc these 3 balls, and just hitting someone with these 3 balls gives you shield. So whatever, if they're using all your abilities and you proc your W while you're on them, all their abilities won't do anything to your health bar. So E is also very, very important. It also goes good with your ult. So what you usually do is QEW, and you gotta really utilize like the speed of how to use her abilities. So you kind of want to make them instant, especially when you W. So you really want to Q, EW, boom. And her E basically lets you travel straight to her. Okay, let me get some mana. Okay, now her ult. Now her ult is the game changer right here. So watch how much damage I can do basically with this combo. Yep. It pops them up. I did 3,839 damage. Okay, and the best thing with her ult is it does so much damage when there's more people. Let's see, how many people can I get? No, max of 4. Okay, so let's see what happens. Boom. Yeah, so it basically melts health bars. So we're gonna do it again. Hit that W. Boom. Okay, one thing you guys want to learn about Diana, she's a very, very good side laner and team fighter. And she can easily take jungle camps. So really utilize this in the mid to late game. If you can get a XP lead / gold lead on everybody, especially in low elo where they just ram it down mid as soon as it hits mid game, then you can farm the whole jungle, go bot side, split push, back, buy an item, come back, be ahead of everybody in the game, and just get a 5-man ult and then just carry your team to victory. Like, there should be no reason why you should not just be farming this game, where you should not have at least, I'll say if you're new to this character, at least 6 CS per minute. If you've been playing for a while, like me, who usually gets around, I'll say certain characters, my best character, I get around 8 to 9 CS per minute. 7 CS per minute is really good with Diana. Now, the later the game, of course, you want that number to be higher. Okay, so with Diana, since she's basically all about doing damage, you want to get sorcerers boots always, and then first item, you want to go a Hextech Proto Belt. Some people go Rod of Ages, but that's more of a late game prospect. You can if you want, if you're more comfortable with it. Nobody's going to judge you, but Hextech Proto Belt really helps you stop the distance, especially if you're going up against a ranged mid laner. That really helps you. If you really need to get on them for the ult, Hextech Proto Belt is the way to go. Next up, depending on the situation, Nazar's Tooth is a really good buy. Basically for the attack speed and plus the 20% cooldown, and plus the passive basic attacks, where she does do a whole lot of basic attacks, so she's gonna do a whole lot more damage. Plus the 15% ability power. Yeah, you definitely want Nazar's Tooth for her. If you want, you can go Zhonya's, but after this, I would definitely buy either Rabadons if you're fed. Truthfully, Dark Seal is also a good item for Diana if you plan on building a Magi Soul still after that. You want to go Oblivion Orb, and then later on build that into a Merlinomicon. You basically want the Oblivion Orb, especially if they're a less tanky team. That plus 15 magic penetration is definitely going to help you, so we're going to go ahead and get that. And like I said, you can get a Zhonya's would help out pretty fine. Lich Bane would be okay. You can get a Banshee's Veil if they have a whole lot of AP on their team. Liandry's if you really want to go for damage, especially if they have tanks, you can go Liandry's, give it a Merlinomicon, and get a Void Staff, and you're really just gonna one-shot tanks, believe it or not, because Liandry's is really good on tanks and Void Staff is really good on tanks.